All right, Cowboys Storyline with Nick Eatman. Let's get into it. Nick's still not used to the weekly show? I feel you, time flies. Owners' meetings happened. Jerry, Stephen, Shoddy all talked. Any real news? Probably not. Just more Micah talk, contracts, the usual off-season dance. No big signings? Shocker. Callers coming in hot, though. Sebastian in Savannah first up. Thinks Cowboys go QB, then weapon. Reversing the Zeke draft? Interesting theory, but drafting a quarterback early feels highly unlikely given the Dak situation and other needs. Running back in round 3? Okay, plausible. But his take on Micah? Don't need him to be a leader, just get sacks? Look, I get the sentiment. Pay the best players. But you can't have your highest paid player, the face of the defense, not be a leader and potentially bring down the locker room with bad habits. Nick's point about Tiu is valid. Yeah, too produced. But did his antics hurt the team overall? Maybe. You need guys who buy in, even if they aren't rah-rah leaders. Larry Allen, Tyron Smith weren't vocal leaders, but they led by example with work ethic and professionalism. Micah needs to find his way to lead, even if it's just being locked in and professional. Can't just be about Sundays. Rick and Tyler asking about Jerry talking directly to Micah. Yeah, that's Jerry being Jerry, like Nick said. Trying to bypass the agent? Does Micah want the team-friendly deal he talks about? Probably not really. Like Nick said, people say they want a diet but still eat cake. Micah wants the bag, and the agent wants to set the market. There's agendas, it's business. It'll get done eventually, but team-friendly ain't happening. Good points by Rick and Nick there. Michael and Bowling Green asking about trading Micah for the pick to get Travis Hunter, then drafting an edge rusher? Whoa. Draft day movie scenario. Fun to think about. Nick questions the return for Micah. Fair point. And is Hunter really Dion 2.0? Nick thinks Hunter is a better wide receiver than Dion was, but not as good a corner. Interesting take. Bottom line, trading Micah is incredibly risky. He's a proven game changer. Hunter is projection, even if it's a sky-high projection. Probably not worth the risk, even if it's exciting. Allie in Florida bringing up the benefits of playing for Dallas for Micah. Yeah, there's exposure, but there's also way more scrutiny, like Nick said. It cuts both ways. Allie thinks Dak's injury history means pick 12 has to be OL or RB Genty. Okay, protecting Dak is key. But drafting Genty at 12 still feels rich. OL makes sense, though. Chris in San Angelo asking if the free agent moves allow for BPA. Nick thinks so, mostly. Left tackle is the big question mark. Is Gayton the answer? Probably not. Need competition there? Maybe the pick is tackle? Nick agrees. Take a tackle, let Gayton compete, maybe Steele moves eventually. Good problem to have. What about TE at 12? Tyler Warren. Nick says maybe, if he's truly BPA, but you'd probably have to trade Ferguson. Seems unlikely given other needs. Robin Vegas likes Warren, but wants Lockett/vet wide receiver first. Thinks Turpin can be the slot speed. Wants juice. Nick thinks the juice WR they want isn't in free agency, might need a trade. Rob also thinks Jerry's dragging out Micah talks. Doesn't buy the leadership excuse. Compares Micah to LT. Okay, fair points about LT not being a role model, but still being great. But Nick's counter about second contracts and guys falling off, Dak, Diggs, Hooker, Steele, Wilson haven't taken huge leaps post-payday, is valid too. Gotta keep Micah hungry, there's risk involved. Davon in Illinois calling in while helping a buddy whose truck broke down. Legend. Talking Micah contract again. Jerry being spicy, Shoddy sounding cool. Yeah. How would Micah feel? Probably annoyed, but knows it's business. Davon thinks it's not always the Joneses' fault deals drag out. True, Takes two to tango. But the Cowboys do have a history of letting things get messy. Need deadlines. Jeremy in Salt Lake City. Passionate storyliners group on Twitter? Cool. Micah contract impatience? Understandable. Comparing to other teams isn't fair. True, every situation is different. Generational talent at 12? Genty or McMillan? But McMillan's don't love football film video concern? Nick agrees it's alarming, needs investigating. Can't have another Mazzy just like hitting situation. Need guys who love the process, not just the game day. Chris in Saratoga Springs pushing Tyler Warren again. Wants him to help the LT. Nick shuts that down. Don't draft a TE at 12 to help the tackle. Draft a tackle who doesn't need help. Wants Tyreek Hill via trade? Okay, that's juice. Brock Hoffman props? Yeah, love is fire. Good depth competition piece. Irene in Falls Church, playing TE herself? Cool. Wants to know about lying season in the building? Nick says it's more the pre-draft presser BS. Off the record, you get info. Shares the Julius Jones envelope story. Awesome. Shows how unpredictable the draft can be. Anthony in Miami with the POEM? Okay, that was something. Passionate. Got the rhyme scheme down. Blood Diamond, Cowboy Philipper, creative. Mic drop. William from West Virginia, running back pick, likes Henderson. Tank Lawrence Ring of Honor talk. Nick agrees with William. Harvey Martin has to be in first, no question. DeMarcus was good, not Harvey Dorsett too tall level. Casey in L.A. wants Keenan Allen. Good route runner, help on third down, rush red zone. Yeah, makes sense. Nick likes Allen more than Lockett for that reason. Good vet presence. Okay, solid points. Whew, lots of calls, good discussion. Main themes. Micah contract drama is messy, but likely gets done. WR2 Need is real. Trade might be likelier than FA. BPA versus Need at 12 is the big question. OL, WR, CB, EDGE all make sense. Backup quarterback still a hole. Need guys who love football. Good stuff, Nick. All right. Bipolar Blue out. Hold it down.